everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Tafla, your host, and as always, Crush and Cover presents these fabulous projects. So come join me and we'll get started on our next project. As always, we're covered from head to home and you're gorgeously covered. Just demonstrating the corner to corner and how you will go about doing the stitches. So chain 3, continue by doing 3 double crochets into the same spot. Then next you will look for this space right here, the loop that you have made previously, and do a slip stitch, chain 3, yarn over and do 3 double crochets in the same space. You will go again and find the next space there, the next loop, do a slip stitch, I'll repeat that, do a slip stitch, chain 3, then you will continue by doing another 3 double crochet into the same space here. And you would also continue doing it, another slip stitch into the other loop, and do it until you have reached the end of your row. Then you want to chain up 6 going up and starting the process all over. So that is the stitch for corner to corner and for this very project. Okay, showing you how to do the extended portion of the corner to corner stitch for this project. I've already gone ahead, slip stitch. I'll just do it one more time. Slip stitch into the loop, the chain 4 loop that you've created, chain 3, go ahead and do your 3 double crochets in this, this is where we start our extended side. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains, and from the 4th chain we double crochet the 4th chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we do 2 more in the other 2 remaining stitch. This one's a bit tight here. So this is how we create our loop, chain 4 loop, and our last double crochet. What you are actually doing now is slightly turning the work. See, we were at this, now the chain is allowing us to turn the work. Okay. So what we would do now to continue, so this would be our extended stitch. To continue, we'll find the loops, the chain 4 loops. So here, because I've just turned the work, I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch in the chain 4 loop that I've created before. So it's going to look like this. But remember, you always have a chain 4 loop at the end. Okay, we continue by chaining 3, Then we do 3 more double crochets in the same loop, same chain 4 loop. Okay, and then we continue by slip stitching again into the chain 4 loop, and we chain 3, and then so forth. Okay, and then we continue. That is how we do an extension, and we extend the blanket as wide as you'd like it to be. This is going to be your triangular, so half of your blanket is here, so it goes like this length. Eventually it will look like this. So as long as you want it to be, you continue out this side. Okay, so I'll show you how to do the border in a minute. This is the decreased section or portion, or how to create the border. So I have my very last chain 4 loop space. I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch here. Okay, chain 1. So I did not go ahead and chain 3 and do my extended 3 double crochets in the same loop. Nope, I just slip stitch, chain 1, turn in the work, I go ahead now and slip stitch the chain. So after I've chained 1, I've slip stitched in the next chain, one, 2, 3. Okay, let me just show you a point to note. Sorry, I'll just do that again. Just wanted to show you something. So you go ahead and you chain 1, turn your work over, do not slip stitch in this one, skip that one, you go ahead and slip stitch in the 1, 2, 3, the 3 half double crochets. You go ahead, slip stitch there, 1, 2, and 3. What that does, it doesn't create a bump or an edge that sticks out. It makes it a bit more flush. Then you want to go ahead and slip stitch into the loop itself. Then you go ahead afterwards, do your chain 3, and then 3 more double crochets into that same loop. Okay, so this is what you've just created, but what you're striving to create is a border. So when I straighten this out, it's going to look flush like that. See how it starts to level off? Instead of adding and going up, it starts to go that way and level off. So you will continue slip stitching into your loops and creating that same pattern until you reach the end here. Then you're going to do the same thing by slip stitching into the chain 4 loop space here. So you're going to go ahead, slip stitch in the chain 4 loop here, chain 1, turn the work over, always remember to turn the work over, then you're going to slip stitch going that way, then you start the process over. Alright, so that's how you do the border, and I will show you what the finished product looked like so you have an idea to see how flush it is. It will not affect the stitches going in. What you're doing is actually filling in the body while creating a border.